Well, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the testimony of Amber Heard on day 16 of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I will go through a brief background of this case, move to the summary of the testimony, then offer my analysis. In December of 2018, the Washington Post published an op-ed written by the actress Amber Heard, in which she implied that she was a victim at the hands of her ex-husband Johnny Depp, although she did not specifically name him. Johnny Depp filed a lawsuit against Amber Heard for defamation, and she responded by filing a countersuit. In April of 2022, the trial began in the Fairfax County Courthouse in Virginia. Now moving to the summary of the testimony. I will be covering Amber Heard's testimony under direct examination from day 16, as well as part of the cross-examination, which started that same day. I have changed the order of some of the items and paraphrased in this summary. Many of the statements made by Amber are allegations. It's her version of what happened. It doesn't mean that all of her statements are true. Starting with direct examination, this is where Amber's attorney asks her the questions. Amber's testimony starts by her being asked questions about how she documented various allegations of domestic violence. Her lawyer asks about certain incidents. Photographs were shown to the jury that appear to depict scars on Amber's left arm during a public appearance. Amber contends this was from the notorious Australia incident, where Johnny allegedly attacked her. Johnny, of course, remembered this differently. He claimed that he lost the tip of his finger during that incident. Amber said that when they returned to Australia after the incident, like they left and came back, Johnny was clean and everything was good. By July 2015, Johnny was using again. They were on a train and he slapped Amber and put his hands around her neck. Amber also accused Johnny of wrapping a shirt around her neck as part of that incident. Amber talked about how Johnny became upset about a role she had in a movie. He thought it was too revealing. This is something that Amber has brought up many times, the idea that Johnny has limited her career because he didn't want her taking roles that involved explicit scenes. In this particular role, however, Amber said that the actor was not her. It was a body double. In the fight that resulted, Johnny punched her jaw and gave her a concussion. Amber said that Johnny would cause injury to himself, and she indicated that they had discussions about the physical disparity between them. Amber talked about the notorious bathroom door incident and how Johnny was intoxicated. To explain a few of the audio recordings that didn't look too good for Amber, she said that she took responsibility during those conversations rather than to accept her situation. Amber is trying to make it sound like she admitted to things when she really wasn't guilty. She was just trying to keep the peace, and she was in a bad place because of Johnny's erratic and violent behavior. Amber accused Johnny of punching her and holding her head down on another occasion. She had a photograph featuring what appears to be a bruise on her temple. The video of Johnny smashing cabinets was played. Amber said that she was scared during that incident. I think this is one of the more convincing pieces of evidence against Johnny Depp. I can understand why Amber Heard's legal team keeps returning to it. Amber addressed the notorious defecation on the bed incident. Johnny had accused Amber of conducting a bombing run, so to speak, on their bed after a fight. Amber said that a teacup Yorkie was responsible for the unscheduled timber delivery. She said that that type of behavior is disgusting and not funny. In addition, she was in no mood for playing a prank. Amber recounted an incident in May of 2016, which tied into this inaccurate torpedo launch. She claimed that Johnny was delusional and kept talking about having the deposit tested for DNA. Amber continued making accusations about more violence. She said that the police were called. Friends of hers took photographs of her face. The images appear to indicate some redness on her face and maybe some very mild bruising. Amber filed for divorce. It was very difficult. She was ambivalent. She really loved Johnny a lot, but he was difficult to live with. Amber provided a makeup lesson to the jury. She supplied the details of her daily makeup procedure, which involves foundation, concealer, and sunscreen. She said she carried around a little container of makeup that had various colors. She talked about how she was bruised so often by Johnny, she became an expert on how to cover up injuries throughout the various stages of bruising. First, she would cover up the redness. Then, as the bruise changed to purple, she would use different colors to disguise it. And when it became brown, she again would respond by changing the color that she applied. Amber emphasized a few times that Johnny had a public relations machine, which was on his side. It was a big, powerful entity, and she could not compete against its might. Amber said that she pushed for the infamous shared statement, which indicated that neither one of them had made false accusations against the other. She was trying to protect herself from Johnny because, according to Amber, he accused her of making false statements against him. Amber never wanted Johnny's money. She never had any interest in it. All she wanted was to be left alone. She promised that she would give $7 million of her divorce settlement to charity, specifically $3.5 million to a children's hospital and $3.5 million to the American Civil Liberties Union. She was unable to give the full amount that she pledged because she was sued by Johnny Depp. She still intends to make good on her promise. Amber had a prominent role in the movie Aquaman, which was released in December of 2018. The same month, the op-ed was published in the Washington Post. Her attorney asked her why she participated in the op-ed. Amber said it was to raise awareness about important issues. Every word in it was true, but she had no say in the title. The op-ed was not about Johnny, it was about her life after her relationship with Johnny. For example, it was about Hollywood frowning upon her. It was about the damage to her career. She didn't have any bad intentions against Johnny, and still does not to this day. The focus then shifted to Amber's claims. Her attorney asked her about articles that were published in the Daily Mail in 2020. There were statements by Johnny's lawyer saying that Amber made false allegations against Johnny. His lawyer accused Amber of staging a scene to make it appear as though Johnny was violent. Amber said that she was protecting Johnny. She talked again about how there were many people on Johnny's side. Amber said that before the articles came out, she was doing well. She was being offered work. After the articles, everything changed. The cosmetics company L'Oreal dropped her as a representative of the brand. Some of her work in films was canceled. She completed just one small movie in Guatemala. Her role in the upcoming movie Aquaman 2 was pared down. For example, scenes involving her character were deleted. Direct examination concluded with Amber talking about how this trial was making her relive her terrible experiences with Johnny. This is embarrassing. She wishes that Johnny could leave her alone. She wants to move on. She had a daughter. This has been emotionally painful. It's torture. Johnny won't let her be free. Now moving to cross-examination. Again, this was just a small part of cross-examination that occurred on day 16. Cross-examination, of course, is where Johnny's attorney is asking Amber questions. It starts with Johnny's attorney pointing out that Johnny has not been making eye contact with Amber. Right at the end of the relationship, Johnny told Amber she will not see his eyes again. An audio recording was played where Amber suggested to Johnny that no one would believe him if he said he was a victim of domestic violence. She downplayed her use of the word man, like she didn't really intend to communicate that people wouldn't believe him because he was a man. Johnny's attorney asked about how Johnny wears rings on every finger. Amber confirmed that he does wear big, chunky rings on every finger almost always. The attorney recounted several incidents where Amber claimed that Johnny hit her in the face and other places. Images were shown where Amber does not appear to have any visible bruises, cuts, or swelling. Amber said that ice controlled the swelling. Amber did not have medical records to document many of the injuries she claimed to have. She had previously said that she had a broken nose from the December 15, 2015 incident, yet she went on a television show with James Corden the next day. The day after that, December 17, she went to a physician, but no documentation was recorded about any physical injuries. A number of images were shown of Johnny Depp passed out. Amber had taken all of them. Johnny's attorney pointed out that there were no photos of Johnny using cocaine or with cocaine. Why did Amber carefully document Johnny being unconscious, but miss all the times that she said he was using cocaine? The last item discussed on day 16 under cross-examination was the mysterious divorce donation. Amber had already admitted under direct that she did not fulfill the promise. Therefore, this line of questioning should not have been dramatic and surprising. Johnny's attorney asked her if she donated the money. Amber repeatedly answered the question by changing the word donate to pledge. After being pressed on the issue for a while, Amber said that she used the word pledge and donate synonymously. I bet people get those words confused all the time. For example, how many times have kids started their school day by saying, "I donate allegiance to the flag"? It's an easy mistake to make. I wonder if this is one of the problems with Amber Heard. She doesn't realize that words can mean different things. For example, she appears to believe that telling a lie is the same thing as telling the truth, and she doesn't see a distinction between a bed and a bathroom. Amber once again admitted that she did not actually donate the money, but noted that Johnny sued her, which has depleted her financial resources. Johnny's attorney pointed out that Amber had 13 months with the money before any type of legal dispute was initiated, and yet the donation was not completed. I guess Amber was just waiting for the right time to make the donation. In the meantime, she was just keeping the money safe for them. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts about a few items that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1. Amber makes a point of building on the idea that Johnny Depp has a public relations machine. The world is against Amber. She's fighting not just with Johnny, but with his legions of supporters. Amber is setting up a David versus Goliath type of scenario for the jury to consider. Perhaps the evidence doesn't always favor Amber because Johnny was able to have some of it destroyed or fabricated. This may sound like a conspiracy theory, but I think that Amber has a point. It would make sense that people who Johnny paid to help him would be on his side. They view Amber as a villain and Johnny as a hero. When all this is over, Johnny will still be rich and famous. Perhaps people are just betting on the person who they believe can be more helpful to them in the future. Item number 2. The financial component builds on this David versus Goliath angle. Again, I think in this instance, Amber has a good point, and this could attract sympathy for her. Amber's net worth is estimated to be somewhere around $8 million. Johnny Depp's net worth is between $100 and $150 million. They are both well above the current accepted definition of wealthy, which is around $2 million. But clearly, Johnny Depp is significantly better off. The jury might see this as an exceptionally wealthy man wasting the court's time and their time to beat up on someone with a fraction of his resources. Item number 3, Amber emphasized how she wanted to move on from this whole mess with Johnny Depp. She is trying to move forward, but Johnny is the one preventing her from doing so. This is another smart move from Amber. She's painting this picture where Johnny is this virtually unstoppable aggressor in every way, not only with his alleged physical violence, but with his army of lawyers chasing her down in court. He's like the Terminator. He will not give up until she's destroyed. She is just trying to be free of this relationship. Johnny is the one keeping it alive. The jury may look at this case and think that it's time for Johnny to give it up. Amber doesn't want to be with him. He needs to face reality. I think Amber's desire to move on is also consistent with the tone of the trial. It's long, boring at times, and just seems unnecessary. Amber's assessment of her situation may resonate with the jury. They feel the same way at this point. Why won't Johnny just let this go? Item number 4. Under cross-examination, we see this discussion about how Johnny will not look at Amber anymore. She will not see his eyes again. I don't think it was a good idea for Johnny's attorney to emphasize this point. This makes Johnny appear as though he hates Amber. It creates a scenario where somebody could view Johnny as vindictive. Furthermore, I feel like it's inconsistent with the image he was going for when he testified. He's this innocent actor who was victimized by his terrible, erratic, harmful, and violent wife. The not seeing his eyes story makes him seem like he's just petty, holding a grudge, and making decisions based on emotions. I think it plays into the David versus Goliath narrative that Amber is promoting. That's not good for Johnny. Item number 5. Overall, it does not appear as though Amber has produced a lot of evidence that she was actually injured by Johnny Depp. There are just a few photographs with scars on her arm and some redness on her face. In addition, it does seem difficult to believe that Johnny could have slapped her repeatedly while wearing large, heavy rings and yet not cut her face. Amber's explanation for this discrepancy is that she applied her makeup effectively to cover those injuries. She may have done this, but I think she lost points in this area. One could make the argument that Amber is exaggerating her injuries or fabricating them altogether. Something else that occurs to me here is that the minimal injuries she sustained may have been from times when she was the aggressor, like she started a fight, was injured in the course of the fight, but then wanted to play the victim. Item number 6. Amber made a strategic error under cross-examination when she pretended like she didn't know the difference between the words pledge and donate. Under direct examination, she already admitted that she didn't donate the money. There was no need to lose more ground under cross-examination. She should have just said that she didn't donate it and moved on. She actually brought more attention to her failure by trying to argue about her use of language. Now moving to the last item, number 7. Here I will offer a case conceptualization based on the theme of power and control. This is just a theory, my opinion. At the beginning of the relationship between Johnny and Amber, both people wanted to be in control. Johnny wanted Amber to have a certain image. He didn't want her to reveal too much when she was playing characters in movies. He was looking for his version of perfection. Johnny expected Amber to look the other way as far as his substance use. In his mind, her job was to simply tolerate however he wanted to be. Amber wanted Johnny to stop using substances and to attend to her emotional needs. Her needs may have been more pronounced due to borderline and histrionic traits. Every time Johnny engaged in harmful behavior and caused even the slightest discomfort or tension, Amber would magnify this. She would exaggerate the amount of damage he caused. Johnny's form of power was brute force. His team of support personnel to take his side, his wealth, and his substance use, which could wipe out his concerns, at least temporarily. Amber's form of power was manipulation. She was good at making Johnny feel guilty, even beyond his true level of culpability. She would provoke him into fights and then play the victim. Both individuals were very skilled at using their particular form of power to control the other. In this trial, we are seeing the same dynamic play out. Johnny's power is rooted in money, tenacity, vindictiveness, and anger over the shattered ideal of perfection. Chasing down Amber using the law is the ultimate expression of his rage. Amber's power comes from equivocation, prevarication, exaggeration, and playing the victim. Painting Johnny as an out-of-control perpetrator of domestic violence is Amber's ultimate expression of her rage. Both individuals, however, lack the insight to disguise their motives for wielding their power. They cannot hide their contempt for each other or their desire for control. This trial is simply the next venue for their dysfunctional relationship, one of the many boxing rings into which they have stepped. The only difference is, for this particular boxing match, they sold way more tickets than usual. Those are my thoughts on Day 16 of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be as intriguing as bomber pilots who could not accurately target a porcelain throne. Thanks for watching.